Good day, everyone. David Paul speaking. It's just after 10 o'clock on Friday, the 11th of September. I'm looking at VectorVest UK, and as you can see, maybe surprisingly, that we've got a great deal of green on VectorVest UK. So all the measures of the trend on VectorVest UK are up. And many of you will be saying, well, why can this be the case if everything on VectorVest USA is down? Well, folks, what's happened is that two things have happened. One, the pound, because of Brexit worries, has fallen considerably. It took a pound against the dollar was 135 10 days ago. It's now 127.78 a few minutes before I'm speaking. So the pound, in fact, has fallen, and many of the Ft100 companies and UK companies sell their stuff in dollars, and they report their earnings in pounds. Thus, they report more earnings. And that's good for their share prices. So the other thing that's happened, of course, is that many of the UK market has got a huge commodity element, especially the FTSE 100 index. Although the pound has fallen, commodities are in fact still strong, it is my feeling that a very strong commodity market will in fact help the FTSE 100 significantly over the next couple of years. I won't be trading the forecast. I'll be trading what VectorVest tells me, however. So I'm going to have a look now at the gold market itself, and to look at the gold market, first of all, that's the VectorVest composite of the UK, and those are the confirmed calls. Those confirmed calls really in place. As you know, the DEW has been up and down over the last week or two, and that invariably happens in a sideways market, folks. DEW, an outstanding signal off a major low. But when the market goes sideways, it's comprised of a moving average, and when a market goes sideways, the moving averages get absolutely messed up. So not surprising. The confirmed call in place since the 27th of April. I'm still holding most of the positions in my portfolio that I've been reporting on. The only one that I've got out of at that last DEW down, in fact, was Diploma. I got out of Diploma because the RV had fallen and the growth rate fallen significantly. We've had a great run this week in GAW. We've had a great run in Avon, and a really good run and excellent results out of JD Sports. So the portfolio is performing well. I'm very, very happy with it indeed. As I say, I want to have a look at gold, and to have a look at the gold market, this is BULL.L, which is in fact an exchange traded fund that follows the price of bullion, thus the name. And as you can see, a huge trend, and that trend in fact has stopped, and the market has gone into this beautiful sideways pattern. If you ever do our precision swing trading course, that's one of our favorite patterns. It would seem to be trying to break out of that, the gold price very strong yesterday afternoon, came back a little bit this morning, nevertheless looks as if it wants to break out of this particular pattern. So just remember that gold is not for everybody. Gold shares are far from worry-free shares, I assure you. But if you've got a stomach for risk, Pan-African Resources has been a great share. For example, there's one huge volume bar there that distorts it. So if we go back here, we can see the trend in this share, and it's pulled sideways into what technicians like myself would call a falling wedge, which is a very, very positive pattern indeed, folks. So it's on a buy recommendation. So it looks to me if the gold price can hang in where it is, or certainly break up, then that Pan-African Resources can actually prosper. The valuation on VectorVest is right up about 40 pence, so that's quite a long way, and believe it or not, that's pretty much the target from the falling wedge as well. So that's a speculative trade for those people that can manage risk aggressively. Another share clearly to look at is the index, Polymetal itself, and Polymetal is the a big part of the index. So it's pulled back to this last old support level. It's been on a buy recommendation from here, and if the gold price does move, then that can move strongly with it. So those are two gold shares that you can look at. One small gold mine and one large FTSE 100 gold miner. In the US, folks, I haven't put the US market up because all of the measures of the trend are down. Those who trade and spread bet in the American markets, I felt that we would probably get a bottom in this market, at least a temporary bottom, on Thursday, yesterday, and that in fact wasn't the case. I've decided not to do anything, certainly until we see some green from the color guard on VectorVest, and we're still a long way from that. So my advice in the American markets, folks, is to in fact just sit in your hands and do nothing and wait for the color guard on VectorVest to say it's safe to buy shares at this time. I hope you found this useful. Thank you. Bye bye.